Drones over New Jersey.
All right, this is going right over us right now.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? A drone? Welcome to the New Jersey suburbs, where big, mysterious flying machines appear over our heads at night. All we know is they weren't all there before.
They're loud. It is just nuts. They've been going in different directions.
What are these aircraft? It continues to be a mystery. State and federal officials are investigating and say they don't pose a credible threat. But
you're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
And then this from a
So that guy is the FBI Critical Incident Response Group. So the FBI doesn't know what drones are in our airspace. Well, don't they have the air traffic control agency? Doesn't that agency control aircraft that's in the air? Like, it's in the movies, right? Like, you got a plane in the air, and if they don't identify themselves, they might get shot out. Like, you know, stuff in the movies. You gotta let air traffic control. You gotta ask them where you can land. So the fact that this is over New Jersey, which is right next to New York, one of the biggest, most important global cities in America, and there's just drones and they don't know. I think they're in on it. It seems like they might be in on it because how do you just say, oh, we just don't know? And it's been going on for how long? Like probably a week or more, at least a week or more. So how does it take you that long? How does that much time go by and you don't know? Could it be that they're in on it? It's new technology that they're testing. It could also be a psyop where they're just trying to get people ready to see. They're just testing out to see how would people react if there's something in the sky and we don't have an answer, right? Because there's no way that they genuinely don't know, right? Because what if a foreign government could just fly, you know, a drone or something, or possibly have weapons on it, right? And they couldn't even figure out where it came from and what it is. No, I'm not buying it. It has to be an inside job. It has to be.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
And then this from a Pentagon spokeswoman.
The Pentagon.
At this time, we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary.
So no, we don't know what they are.
When she says that they don't have evidence that it's a foreign adversary, and this is the Pentagon, they're in charge of military stuff. Let's just say that's as far as my knowledge goes, to be honest. And they're just okay with that. They seem okay with that answer. Like, oh yeah, it's not adversarial, whatever. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they got to be in on it, because how does something like that, and it's not a commercial plane. They could have just said that. They could have just said, oh, these are just planes flying over. They're saying it's really loud, which I guess is better than most other planes, right? Because these drones, they don't look tiny. They look pretty, like, they look almost the size of an airplane from my perspective. I don't know, I might be wrong on that. But the fact that the Pentagon is just saying, like, oh yeah, we don't know, like, it's not a big deal. They have to be in on it somehow.
But I do know a bit about them after spotting them, talking to residents and experts.
What is that?
That's pretty loud.
Yes, some of the videos show aircraft that look like planes.
Damn,
and
they
some
got
of them
green
definitely
lights?
are regular planes. But experts who have seen the reported drone footage categorize it into two buckets: quadcopters and fixed-winged aircraft.
Quad.
I didn't see one of the quadcopters, but Melissa Pedersen in Chatham believes she did. In her footage, this object goes back and forth in the sky. Experts I showed it to said it did look like a drone. I've spoken to residents in a number of towns up and down the state, and many report seeing similar low-flying objects. What I saw did not look like that, but it did appear to be flying lower than a regular plane.
There we go. That is low. That's just hovering over something.
Oh,
And there was a lot of activity in the air, far more than usual, and I didn't see a
Yeah, if it's going that low. I mean, we have radar. We should be able to tell when these things are going, and they should be able to deploy the Air Force. Like, shouldn't something like this trigger an investigation, like in the moment? Like, okay, our radar says that this is happening. We need to dispatch some fighter jets or something to go see what it is. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, we have drones, but for a drone to be flying that high and to be to take up that much space, and they just don't know. Yeah, that's if they really don't know, if it's not an inside job, if it's not a psyop and they really don't know, that's concerning. Like, how does somebody get something up in our airspace, and you know, the greatest, you know, agencies in the world, FBI, the Pentagon, don't know what it is. That's concerning. But yeah, I'm not too concerned. I think it's an inside job. I think it's maybe some secret government technology that they're testing out, that, you know, and then the psyop of seeing how people react to them just saying that they don't know what it is.
A lot of that reported on flight tracking apps with FAA data. At a New Jersey briefing on Wednesday, officials said the drones fly for 6 to 7 hours at night. They believe they're coming in from over the water.
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark.
With all the attention in the state, many have taken to social media to report drone sightings. For the past few nights, my Ring app has been full of alerts, though many do seem to be plane sightings. The White House on Thursday implied as much.
We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat. We have not been able to, and neither have state or local law enforcement authorities, corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully.
Still, mystery drones.
Okay, so now he's saying they were able to confirm that these are manned aircraft. Okay. So Pentagon didn't know, FBI didn't know, but then the guy from the what was it? The National Security Council, John Kirby, knows what it is, and it's manned aircraft. Why didn't the Pentagon and FBI know, though? Why did it take the National Security Council to know this, that they're manned aircraft?
That are being operated lawfully.
Because if they're flying low, I mean, I guess aircraft can fly low, but I don't know if this video is going to explain the movement of those aircraft.
Still, mystery drone sightings have been seen across the country, including over Langley Air Force Base.
Okay, mystery drones swarmed a U.S. military base so the Pentagon is stumped about drones over military bases. Yeah, this should be they're trying to. I just don't trust it. You know, how are you just stumped? You know, you would try to figure out who this is, if it could be a foreign government. Yeah, I'm still sticking to the inside job and psyop angle.
On Virginia's shoreline in December 2023.
People have a right to know, where are these drones coming from? Like, what's the origin of all these drones? What's all this activity? People have seen it. The state police have seen them. These are not made up. People are not just making up what they're seeing. Now, listen, some of these things could be confused if it's late at night with manned aircraft, right? I don't believe all of these are necessarily drones, but there are certainly drones out there.
What happens next? Hopefully we get more info on the mystery in the sky, and I get better at shooting aerial objects with an iPhone.
Oh, come on, not the flash. Oh, come on, don't lose the focus.
Okay, so first the FBI didn't know what it was, but they thought it was an issue. Then Pentagon didn't know what it was, but they didn't think it was an issue. Then it took John Kirby to say, okay, well, we think it's manned aircraft. And then just like the I don't remember, I wasn't paying attention to what that guy, like if he was a senator or something, but this guy, he was saying, okay, well, yeah, some of it might be aircraft, but there's definitely drones. Some of them are drones. And then you tie in the fact that they were over the White House. I mean, not the White House, military bases. Why would military bases just be up there for 17 hours and then the Pentagon is just like, we don't know what it is. Yeah, when all these agencies don't know what something is, I mean, they're in everybody's business. They're spying on everybody. The CIA has, toppled governments. Like, if you don't know what this is, I think they're just making it up. That's my opinion, but maybe it's aliens. Let me know in the comments if you think it's aliens. But it could just be a psyop with the alien thing. There's that conspiracy theory, Project Bluebeam, right? Where it's like, okay, they say it's aliens, but it's actually like, a nefarious plot by a covert government, global government, to try to, justify certain things in response to the alien threat, which is really just holograms or whatever. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe they're not holograms, but I don't know. It could be a lot of things. I just find it odd that that all these agencies are just stumped and just confused. Yeah, I don't think I buy it, but let me know in the comments if you think that these are actual drones, like that are lawfully being ridden in the sky, manned aircraft. Is it aliens? Is it secret government planes? Let me know.